Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kwakwadas. Shalom.
You know what? It's the half of 2019. I don't want another motherfucking nigga to offer to take me out to eat, to take me to the movies, to take me nowhere. Unless y'all fucking asking me, can y'all pay my motherfucking bills? Straight up. You want me to give you my time? You want me to come through kill? You want me to get my motherfucking hair done, my makeup done and everything else, just to come out and go on a motherfucking date and we ain't talking about no bills. Okay? Real men get time for me. Real men get the fuck with me. Cause real men pay bills. You little motherfucking boys wanna take a bitch out to eat, take a bitch to the movies. I don't wanna do that 2019. The only thing I want from a nigga is my bills paid. Straight up. We can't do nothing else but that. I'm trying to secure the bag. And the motherfucking bag can't be secured if we're sitting at a
All right, this is a video that I saw on here, and very, very telling about, the attitude that a lot of NBs have. It has, a lot of women too. Because trust me, these Edomites getting tired of these Edomite women as well. But this attitude is basically the only difference between her and other women is that she's actually bold enough to actually say it. Some of the shit. Other women are just acting upon how she feels. To say that a dude, you don't want nothing from a dude, only thing you can do is pay his bills. So as if a guy is supposed to just come out of pocket, start paying your bills. Forget the vetting, getting to know you process, because first and foremost, the bitch looks like a fucking train. I mean, if you look at,
you want me to come through kill? You want me to get my
look at this. This you can't tell me that don't look like a nigga dressed in fucking makeup. This look masculine as fuck. Trying to hide all these masculine features. And who wants to date something like that? During this whole pandemic, they said this has been a rise in domestic abuse. And can you imagine being at home with a bitch like this all day, quarantine, with her at a stay-at-home order? Shit, I'd be fucking, on the edge of my seat. This is Proverbs 21 and verse 9. It says, "It is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house." This woman is very, very confrontational. So you can imagine her being very brawling. Ain't nothing feminine about this woman. As much as she tries to hide it, this is a very, very masculine woman. Now, scripture says in Isaiah chapter 4, 7 women shall take hold of one man. So forget about a guy. So all these level up 2020, it's the half of 2019, and it's a new year, new me. These women are going to be desperate because you're going to have of widowhood. It says Isaiah 47:9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. So a widow is a woman who lost her husband. So she would have to be, a widow is a person that's alive. So for a woman to be a widow, that means that she would have to have lost her husband. So it's going to be a lot of men dying, a lot of women who are now single, widowhood. Reading on, it says, "And widowhood they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments." So you're gonna have a whole bunch of men dropping dead. You're gonna have women scrambling, wanting a man. Scripture says wisdom. I'll get that too. Scripture says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure." So women don't have, wisdom and knowledge. The Most High didn't give that understanding to them. That's why the Most High had it to where all the prophets were men. You ever heard the statement, girls just want to have fun? That's true. Girls just want to have fun. No matter what. They could, be in debt. They want to have fun. They could be, ready to, 9 months pregnant, ready to deliver. They just want to have fun. Be in the middle of a pandemic. They still want to have fun and vacation. They just want to have fun. That's their number one thing. A woman can't stand being bored. So you're going to have a lot of these women who, in that time, they're going to need wisdom and knowledge. And who are they going to have to seek to? Men. They're not going to be going on, YouTube looking for the latest girl talk with your latest YouTube or whatever female blogger or vlogger, talk about, women issues or that, what's that, Real Time and Real Talk, or those feminist talk shows like Oprah and stuff like that. They're going to need a man at that day. They're going to know that they're going to need a man. These lesbian women are going to understand that they're going to need a man. So you're going to see a lot of, and I paraphrase, but I'm going to get it anyways. You're going to see a lot of women scrambling to look for a man. And since there's going to be so many women, because so many men are getting killed, because women already outnumber men. Now imagine widowhood. You're going to have a lot of men dying, and women are going to be, not saying trouble ain't going to happen to them, but a lot more women are going to be surviving, the murderers and stuff like that than men. So because of that, women are going to greatly outnumber men. And so they're going to, they're not going to get into these sister cliques with each other. They're all going to want a man in that day. They're going to want a man for protection. They're going to want a man for stability. They're going to want a man, for sex as well. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel." So all that, because usually a man will provide for a woman's bread and for a woman's apparel. Ain't that what this whole feminism, hypergamy movement is about? Pay my bills, pay this. Destiny's Child, Beyonce, made a whole career off of dogging men, dissing men, and saying pay my bills and you a bugaboo and all these other, stupid ass I'm independent song. Well, these women are going to be saying we're going to eat our own bread, wear our own apparel, because a woman's really going to be a burden. And they're going to understand that. So that's why, because women are already a burden right now. You especially like this bird in the beginning of the video. She brings nothing to the table except ass and pussy that you can get from any woman. And she's coming with all these demands. She wants you to pay her bills. But she's not going to be saying that in this day. She's going to be sharing the man. That's if she survives. That's if she doesn't get killed, in the middle of that riot, of these race riots. Reading on, it says, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And that is going to be appealing to some men. Because I'll be damned if here we are in the time of Jacob's trouble, going through a famine of the word and a famine also of actual bread and meat. And a woman comes saying, oh, you got to pay for me. You got to pay my bills. You got to pay my give me some food and all that, and I might give you, it ain't going like that. I'll tell you that. Verse 2. In that day shall the branch of Yahweh be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And escaping what? The time of Jacob's trouble, escaping the missiles. So we're going to want to be part of that and experience this. On that note, I give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem HaKakwadash. Double honors to the elder GMS Ruel. Peace and salutations. Shalom.